Hello, my beautiful, sensitive Cancer souls. This is Bracha Goldsmith, and oh my goodness, I am so deeply, deeply honored and excited to connect with you today for your 2026 to 2027 annual forecast. When I say emotional strength becomes your gift, I want you to feel that in every cell of your being, because Cancer, you who feel everything so profoundly, who carry the emotions of the entire room, who nurture everyone around you before you even think about yourself, this next year and a half is going to transform what you've always seen as your greatest vulnerability into your most magnificent superpower. If you're a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, or have strong Cancer placements anywhere in your chart, I want you to get really comfortable right now. Maybe light a candle near some water, hold a selenite or moonstone in your hand, grab your favorite journal, make yourself a warm cup of herbal tea, whatever helps you feel safe and held, because what I'm about to share with you is going to light up your path through this extraordinary period of growth, healing, financial expansion, career recognition, and emotional empowerment like you've never experienced before. This is your time, my sweet Cancers. Take a deep, nurturing breath with me right now. Inhale emotional strength. Exhale old patterns of self-sacrifice. Feel that beautiful water energy flowing through you, supporting you, holding you. And let's dive deep, deep into what the cosmos has so lovingly prepared just for your tender, powerful heart, your cosmic roadmap, the big picture unfolding. Let me paint the most beautiful cosmic picture for you first. Because when you understand the overall energy flow, everything starts to make perfect sense and you can relax into divine timing. 2026 to 2027 is what I lovingly call your emotional mastery year, a profound 18-month period where every single planet is conspiring to help you harness the full power of your natural Cancerian gifts, your intuition, your nurturing, your emotional depth, your ability to create safety and belonging wherever you go. Here's what's happening in the heavenly realms specifically for you. Starting June 9th, 2026, Jupiter, the magnificent planet of abundance, expansion, luck, and blessings, enters Cancer, your very own sign, activating your second house of money, values, and self-worth for a full year until June 30th, 2027. This is financial magic, my loves. Simultaneously, on January 26th, 2026, Neptune enters Aries in your 10th house of career and public legacy, followed by Saturn on February 13th. Double outer planet activation, asking you to build a meaningful, spiritually aligned professional life that serves the world. Pluto continues its deep transformative work in your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources, while Uranus keeps innovating your 7th house of partnerships, helping you attract relationships that truly honor your sensitive soul. What does all this mean in the most beautiful, practical way? It means your feeling nature, the thing you've sometimes hidden or apologized for, is about to become your greatest asset. You're moving from emotional survival to emotional mastery, from giving until you're empty to receiving in ways that fill you up, from seeking external security to building an unshakable inner foundation. Cancer. The universe is saying loud and clear, your heart is not a liability. Your heart is your legacy. Jupiter in Cancer, your financial and self-worth expansion. Oh, sweet Cancers. Let me start with the news that's going to make your heart sing. Jupiter enters Cancer on June 9th, 2026, and stays in your sign in your 2nd house of personal finances, values, and self-worth until June 30th, 2027. This is one of the most favorable, abundant, expansive transits possible for you. Jupiter always brings growth wherever it goes, but when Jupiter is in Cancer, your home sign, it's like a cosmic hug from the universe saying you've taken care of everyone else long enough. Now it's time to receive. Financially, this manifests as raises, promotions, new income streams that feel aligned with your soul, unexpected financial gifts or support from family, or your creative nurturing talents finally being recognized and compensated at the level they deserve. For those of you running businesses from home, working in healing, caregiving fields, or creating anything with your heart, this is your season of abundance. But the real magic of Jupiter in your second house goes far beyond dollars and cents. This transit expands your sense of self-worth. Cancer, you've spent lifetimes perfecting the art of nurturing others, often at the expense of your own needs. Jupiter says, enough. You're learning to recognize the immeasurable value you bring simply by existing, the way you make people feel safe, seen, held, the way your intuition cuts through confusion, the way your presence creates emotional safety. When you start valuing these gifts in yourself, others automatically value you more too, which flows directly into financial abundance. Picture it like this. You've been a lighthouse shining brightly for others, sometimes forgetting your own light. Jupiter turns that beam inward, illuminating your inherent worth until you can't help but step into prosperity that matches your soul's value. The key, receive without guilt. Say yes to opportunities, charge what you're worth, build savings that create security. Give from overflow, not depletion. Saturn and Neptune in Aries, your career becomes spiritual service. Now let me share something truly profound happening in your 10th house of career, reputation, life purpose, and public legacy. On January 26, 2026, Neptune, the planet of spirituality, dreams, compassion, and higher service, enters Aries, followed by Saturn on February 13th. You have both of these powerhouse outer planets activating your professional life simultaneously. Saturn in your 10th house is the master builder. It's asking you to step into greater responsibility, to create something that lasts, to build a reputation based on integrity, consistency, and genuine mastery. For you, Cancer, this might manifest as taking on a leadership role where your nurturing leadership shines, managing teams with emotional intelligence, creating family businesses, becoming the emotional anchor in your industry, or building something that literally creates home for others, real estate, hospitality, healing centers. Neptune adds the most beautiful spiritual dimension. Your career becomes an expression of soul service. You might feel irresistibly drawn to healing professions, spiritual counseling, creative arts that touch the heart, non-profit work, or anything where you nurture people on a soul level. Neptune asks, how can your work serve something greater than personal gain? How can your career be a channel for divine compassion? Together, Saturn, structure, plus Neptune, vision, equal sign, spiritual leadership, mastery. Neptune dreams the vision, Saturn builds the reality. This is you becoming publicly recognized for your unique blend of heart-centered wisdom and practical nurturing. Cancer, the world needs your emotional leadership now more than ever. Pluto's ongoing 8th house transformation. Intimacy reborn. Pluto continues its profound work in your 8th house of deep intimacy, shared resources, psychological transformation, and soul merging throughout 2026 to 2027. Since entering Aquarius in 2024, Pluto has been excavating your deepest fears around vulnerability, trust, control, and emotional surrender. This house rules the sacred merging of souls, finances, power dynamics, and rebirth. Pluto here has asked you to face patterns of clinging too tightly out of fear, people-pleasing to avoid abandonment, or staying in dynamics that drain your soul. Some relationships ended, and that was perfect. Some deepened into true soul partnership, and that's beautiful. 2026 to 2027 brings the rebirth phase. You're no longer afraid of your emotional power, your needs, your depth. You attract partners who can meet you in vulnerability, who celebrate your sensitivity as strength, who aren't threatened by your intuitive knowing. Financially, Pluto can bring support through partnerships, investments, or shared resources. But more importantly, you transform scarcity consciousness into soul-level trust in divine provision. Uranus in your relationship house, authentic connections. Emerge. Uranus continues revolutionizing your seventh house of partnerships throughout this period, bringing freedom, authenticity, and excitement to relationships. Old patterns of codependency, mommy roles, or staying out of fear simply dissolve. Uranus demands equality, friendship, and space for both people to shine. For committed Cancers, this evolves partnerships into authentic companionship, exciting, equal, growth-oriented. You need breathing room to be your full self, and so does your partner. Initially unsettling, this leads to deeper connection based on mutual respect. For single Cancers, Uranus brings unconventional, mind-expanding connections, someone different from your type, who challenges, excites, awakens you. Embrace the electricity. Your soul craves authenticity over familiarity now. Practical guidance. Your month-by-month empowerment plan. January-May 2026, emotional foundation building, clear emotional clutter. Journal your worthiness daily. Practice boundaries lovingly but firmly. Release draining relationship/patterns. Heal family lineage wounds. Therapy, somatic work, water rituals. Your emotional health equal sign, your abundance capacity. June-December 2026, Jupiter abundance window. Jupiter enters Cancer June 9th. Ask for raises, launch heart-aligned businesses, create multiple income streams, practice receiving without guilt, invest in security, home savings. Your nurturing equal sign, money magnet. Say yes to aligned opportunities. 2027, career legacy building, Saturn, Neptune, solidify in 10th. Define your legacy. I want to be known for, build consistently, network with heart-centered professionals. Your reputation grows through authentic service. Nurturing leadership becomes your signature. Daily emotional mastery practices, morning water ritual, salt bath, moon water. Heart coherence breathing, boundary affirmations, I give from overflow. Worthiness mirror work, evening gratitude for emotions received, health and body wisdom, Cancer rules, stomach/breast/digestion. Emotional processing affects digestion. Prioritize warm soups, bone broths, cooked foods, swimming, restorative yoga, lymphatic drainage, moon cycle attunement, oracle guidance, 3 sacred messages for Cancer. Message 1, your tears are holy water. Every tear you've cried, pain, joy, overwhelm has been clearing, healing, activating your gifts. Stop apologizing for emotions. They're your divine language, intuitive compass, superpower. Honor your sacred sensitivity. Message 2, home lives within your heart. External security quests end. True safety equal sign inner, knowing you carry home within. You're safe everywhere because your strength resides in your heart. Unshakable inner foundation. perfect circumstances. Message 3, nurture yourself first, always. You've poured from empty cups too long. Universe demands you receive now. Practice extreme self-care. Say no without guilt. Fill yourself completely. Overflow nurtures the world effortlessly. Potential challenges and victorious solutions, emotional overwhelm, daily grounding, barefoot earth, salt baths, boundary guilt. Affirm, my needs matter equally. Relationship evolution fears, trust better awaits authenticity. Financial self-doubt, mirror work, I receive abundantly now. Career visibility resistance, small steps build confidence. The grand climax, your emotional empire. My exquisite Cancer hearts, 2026 to 2027 transforms you from emotional survivors to emotional sovereigns. Your legendary sensitivity becomes legendary strength. Your giving nature becomes wisely reciprocal. Your intuition becomes public leadership. Financial security flows as you claim your worth. Career legacy emerges through heart-centered service. Relationships evolve into authentic soul companionship. Inner peace becomes unshakable, regardless of external storms. You've prepared lifetimes for this. Every tear shed, boundary learned, selfless act performed, built capacity for this power, this abundance, this impact. The world aches for your emotional wisdom, your nurturing leadership, your heart's medicine. So receive it all, my loves. Nurture yourself fiercely. Lead with your sacred heart. Build your emotional empire. The universe bows to your strength. Thank you for sharing this sacred space. Share with Cancer souls needing empowerment. Comment, what emotional strength will you claim? Infinite love, nurturing embraces, unshakable faith in your triumph. Your heart is home. Your heart is strength. Your heart is the world's greatest gift. Until next time, beautiful souls.